Well, the wait is over. Welcome to Goldington Road as Bristol face 4th place Bedford in the first leg of the semi-final. Now, Andy Robinson's men finished the regular season with a win here, and they'll be hoping for a similar performance to get their playoff campaign to the best of starts. Now, let's head over to Tom in the commentary box.
Thank you, Georgia. Well, the most notable changes, Marco Mama moving to 6 and James Phillips filling that back row position with Jack Lamb out with a pec injury. And Ben Mosses comes back into the midfield alongside Jack Tuvey, having enjoyed 20 minutes from the bench last weekend. And Matthew Morgan recovers from a dead leg to take his place among the replacements. Bristol fancying some points early on here. The opportunity to perhaps have had a kick at post with that penalty, but they go to touch and Glynn presents the ball to Ollie Robinson. Now Bristol have got to start moving forwards. Bedford with a decent counter shove to start with. It just slowly ekes round. Now the momentum comes on and Bristol are going forwards. Luke Pearce lifts his arm in the air. And that's just what Bristol wanted. Early points, early try. And that catching drive working so well for them all season. And we get to the pointy end of the season where it really matters. And once again they can rely on that catch and drive to get them over. Schudy's conversion looks good from here. And the flags go in the air. And Bristol are up to 7. Now we see the ball spread wide. And Schudy was up quickly there. But it's left as space for Bedford to try and work into. Carving towards the Bristol line. There's Taylor held up on the floor. Still Bedford ball though. Inside the Bristol 22. First time they've been there. And more or less the whole of this game. There's space out there. And they're over in the corner. We know how well they spread the ball. And it's Charlie Clare who's on the end of the line. Play seemed to move from right in front of me here on the left-hand side of the field all the way across to the right in a matter of seconds. And it caught Bristol. Been defending really well so far. Every tackle pushing Bedford back, but drew in extra defenders and created a little bit of space out there on the wing for Bedford to exploit. The kick from Jake Sharp is good, and the scores at Goldington Road here are level. Sharp lines the kick up, and it cuts through the posts to give Bedford the lead. A simple kick for the young man, and the scores back even at 10-all. Glynn in the line out, pushes the ball backwards. And again, Ollie Robinson left the field injured, so it's Marco Mama who's given the ball at the back of a powerful drive. Marching towards that Bedford line, more or less mirror image of the score that Ollie Robinson got early on in this first half. Can Bristol close the half out with a similar score? Still going forwards. Becomes static now. Is it going to be used? There's an advantage there. Bristol have gone off the back of it, just short of the line. It's hard to see from this corner of the stand. Arms in the air. Callum Sheedy celebrating. And it's going to go to video referee. So if there's any decision to be made, it'll be Rowan Kitts over there in the truck at the very back of the car park, and just about see it from here. Important opportunity for Bristol to take a lead into half-time here. That drive was marching forwards from about 20 metres from the Bedford line, more or less, I think. Certainly taking their time over the decision. Bristol already had an advantage, so if this isn't a try, it will be a penalty and will be an opportunity for 3 points. But Pearce's arm is held aloft and the whistle blown. Midden long to Costa. And Bristol are going to drive again here. They've already seen Charlie Clare go to the bin for trying to pull it down. And once again, they're eating up ground, moving laterally as well, but up to 22 now. Bristol still moving forwards. Becomes static once, told by Pearce. Cliff checks around to look at his options if he's got to use it. And he's told to use it, what he's got around him. Lovely flat ball to Tovey. Quick service from Cliff. Sheedy. Nice ball to Ascot off his shoulder, who almost makes it to the Bedford line. Bristol about 5 metres out now. McMillan for the line and gets over. Just what Bristol needed going into the break. Another score. Somewhat justifiably from a forward. Again, that drive's been so strong. Bedford had so many men tied into that drive originally. Bristol were told to use it, and boy did they. Jack Tovey carrying up initially. A couple of phases later, and it's Ross McMillan crashes over the line to give Bristol at least 10 points going into half-time. Struggling on the floor. Bedford trying to push the ball wide. Lemmy gifted the ball on the floor so Bristol can either escape from here or build. Costa pushes the ball out to Evans. Evans gives it to Phillips. Phillips keeps it in hand. He's carving his way up the field. Still going forwards. Got options out to the right of him. Goes to ground. Picked up by Costa. Bristol's momentum is key here. Cliff looking for quick ball. Switch of direction. Sheedy. Nice hands from him. Out to Wallace for the corner. And Wallace makes it as easy as possible for Callum Sheedy to add the extras early in this second half, showing they can turn defence into attack, playing the ball from in their own half. And it was Phillips that made that wonderful break, carrying the ball forward, takes the hit and pulls in a couple of extra defenders, which created enough of a platform for Bristol to push the ball out wide. Quick hands from right at the end there from Callum Sheedy out to Wallace and extend their lead. Sheedy adds the conversion and Bristol now have a 17-point lead. Sharp's penalty's good and Bedford claw 3 points back. 13-27 hit. A sensible decision from Bedford to take 3 points here. 16-27. Bedford get the ball in and Bristol shove. Huge shove from Bristol. Phillips off the back, over the line. Has he got it down? It's going to go to the video referee. Should have a look at that massive scrum from Bristol again. Gaston Cortez at the forefront of that effort. Bedford's put in and a huge Bristol shove. Phillips picked up off the back and fought his way over the line. And just checking the grounding. Try awarded and Bristol have surpassed 30. Not quite the final play of the game here, but Callum Sheedy coolly adds 3 more points to Bristol's score. Sheedy's penalty kick sails between the posts and that adds another 3 to Bristol's tally to take into next weekend. The score 16-38. Bedford holding on to that. Well, Bristol's arms in the air, that was for sure, but Pearce was happy. Loose ball again and Wallace is in the right place at the right time to pick it up. Some more points for Bristol here would be really nice. Trainer, route 1, 5 metres short now. Brooker carries forwards. Costa, Bristol 3 metres out. The ball moves now. Tovey for the line and he's over. What a way to round off this game. Things just started to open up all over the field. Jack Wallace made a couple of breaks and some pressure on Bedford back here in their own 22 resulted in the ball being turned over. It was Jack Tovey who ran a perfect line to get the ball down A rapturous applause from the Bristol fans that are here. And Sheedy adds 2 more. And Luke Pearce blows the final whistle. Bristol will take a real commanding aggregate lead into the game next Sunday at Ashton Gate. We very much look forward to welcoming you all.
Well, Bristol have the advantage then going into the second leg of the semi-final at Ashton Gate on Sunday. Now you can see all the post-match reaction from today's game by clicking here. Now don't forget, those tickets for that semi-final are on general sale, and we need you there to pack the gate and cheer the boys on in their playoff journey.